I never asked for this. I spent a lifetime learning a really difficult language, English. And now I have to learn an even arguably more difficult language. This is the thought that is the source of my love-hate relationship with Japanese. So for years that I've been living in Japan, over 10 years now, I've struggled with this feeling. It's so annoying that I have to learn Japanese. But through the years, I have come to be at peace with it. Well, I still get that feeling, but I have learned to quiet it down with a quiet resolute that Japanese is a language that is something that I have to learn. It's also something that I want to learn. So in this video, I will share the things that I stopped doing while learning Japanese. Or to make it more accurate, the feelings that I avoid in learning Japanese. Well, you can't really avoid feelings. Feelings is there. It's the product of your thought. But we can choose how to respond to our feelings. Yes. So here we go. The first feeling that I avoid or respond immediately to positively is impatience. I have to stop impatience. When you have a goal and you see how far you are from the goal, can be really demotivating. Yes, so my goal is in Japanese is comprehension first, then fluency. But the fact that I'm still far from comprehension after all these years is making me really impatient. And when that feeling comes, I stop it. And I focus on my progress. I focus on the number of times that I've studied and the vocabs that I have encountered in my study. I have a list of vocabs that I encountered through contextual input, and then this vocabs is the one I study through spaced repetition system. Yes. And looking at them, oh, these are the words that I am familiar with, makes me stop the feeling of impatience because I am improving. And when I recognize a word in the normal everyday flow of life, I celebrate it. I recognize that word. Yes, I know that word. When previously I didn't. Even if I read a kanji, yes, I can read that kanji. I'm getting more comfortable with kanji. I focus on my progress. And focusing in what you focus on is what will grow. So, with all my might, I avoid feeling impatient. I focus on my progress. Next feeling that I avoid is disappointment. Disappointment can occur a lot in studying the language because one element of studying a language is forgetfulness. You will forget words you have encountered repeatedly. But the key thing here is language learning process is a process of repetition. So this is what I counter. Forgetting language or forgetting words while learning a language is normal. It's part of the progress. It's part of your process, your brain's process of identifying important information from the not so important information. You have to trust your brain working because it keeps you surviving. You have to trust how it works. So repetition and novelty, that's the system. So that your brain is stimulated and keeps you surviving. Yes. So trust your brain. That's what I keep in mind when I encounter disappointment in my studying a language. And the last feeling that I avoid in studying Japanese is despair. Yes, it can come to that. I have a long history with Japanese, and it can quite come to that point, despair. But I don't know how to avoid this. Because why do I feel despair in learning Japanese? I feel despair because Japanese seems to be the bottleneck in all the dreams that I want to achieve. All of it. Not all of it, but a lot of the things that I want to do, the bottleneck seems to be the language. What I do is improve or use my other skills that doesn't require the language, like making YouTube videos. Actually, this is why I make YouTube videos, because in YouTube I can speak English freely and increase or build my skills in making videos, and it doesn't require me to use the language. But I'm using a lot of skills that I have, especially English, because I have rare occasion when I can use English in Japan. But in making YouTube videos, I can use English if I want. I can even improve my Japanese in a YouTube video if I want. So who knows that YouTubing can be a therapy. But yes, I focus on the things that I can do without Japanese. So that I can focus, that I can build myself up. I can do things that I want even without the Japanese language. So that's why I have hobbies, I read books, I listen to videos, I give time for myself to rest and immerse in my native languages. But I don't give up on Japanese because it's something that I really want to accomplish. And Japanese language is just one skill among the other skills that I have. So it's not unnatural that I spend time on it. So that keeps that whole idea that Japanese is just one skill and I have other skills that I can improve on in parallel to it. That idea keeps me from being despaired in my language learning journey. So I hope you had value from this video. If you want to know how I overcame my despair or the story of how I despaired in my Japanese study and how I overcome it, here's the video. I hope you enjoy it, and thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye!